All right, good morning, everyone. I want to start by saying that I'm wearing orange today for a reason, and it's a national movement to bring awareness to gun violence in our country, and it's something that a group called Moms Demand Action has started. So something that has affected our entire nation, and just wanted to ensure that everyone understands the focus that we have here in our city on reducing violent crime, specifically crime that involves firearms. So today's a very, very exciting day here in the city of Tampa. I am so honored to be included here with our city council. And I know that I've spoken to each of the council members, and those individuals who could not make it today wanted everyone to know that they wish that they could be here, but that their schedules did not allow that. So I thank City Council for being here and being so collaborative. So today we are going to announce the new police chief for the city of Tampa. Now, many of you know that we talked about doing a national search for chief of police. I personally believe that the chief of police is the most important position in any city. Successful city is built on a foundation of safety and security, and we cannot be successful if our city is not safe and it's not perceived as being safe by the community. And so I know that the Tampa Police Department works very hard. They understand the level of responsibility, and that responsibility falls on their shoulders, but it is not theirs alone. The entire community has a responsibility in ensuring that our city remains one of the safest in the United States. So again, talked about doing a national search, but as Lee Bercaw has acted as the interim chief of police over the past 6 months, I have watched him navigate through so many different issues and do an outstanding job. He has not only continued to hold the Tampa Police Department up to the standards that our community expects, he has grown and moved this department forward. So it is quite an honor to be joined here, as I said, by City Council, but also by the union, by the PBA. And I have talked to many individuals out in our community during these past 6 months, and I've heard nothing but positive comments about Lee Bercaw. Many of you know he's been a part of the Tampa Police Department since 1997. So he has seen the changes that we have gone through, from the organizational changes that we started in 2003 through the large events, the Republican National Convention, Super Bowls, civil unrest, spikes in crime, dealing with mental health. He has been a part, if not the head, of each of those initiatives and endeavors that we've gone through during his career. So he is more than ready for this position, and it is an exciting day for me to be able to announce that he, along with City Council, announced that Lee Bercaw is going to be, once he is confirmed, is going to be the next police chief of the city of Tampa. So it's a great day here in our city. And I will invite Chief Bercaw to come up and share a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. I tell you, I'm truly a humble person, and it's not often that I like to have, credit given to me, and true leaders don't get credit. The credit standing beside me and behind me. It's the command staff, it's the community, it's the city council, it's our PBA. And most importantly, it's my family that supported me through this journey. It's a career I've been doing, as the mayor said, for nearly 27 years. For the last 6 months, I've been doing this job as interim and making decisions and making things happen for the better of the community and the organization. The only thing that's going to change is taking that word interim off. It's been an honor to serve in every role in this department through my career, whether it was an officer, a supervisor, a detective. And I'll tell you, the one that I glean back on the most is being a field training officer, and training and inspiring the next generation of the police department. And that's my goal, is to have those leaders ready to take that next step. I've spent my entire law enforcement career here in Tampa. I've basically grown up in this department for the past 27 years. As the mayor said, I've been through those times of turbulent times, changing times, and I've seen this organization go from good to great. And it's not just me and the mayor saying that. When we host other agencies here from across the nation, they give that reflection back. And I'll tell you that I'm honored to work not only internally and externally with the community, but the other criminal justice stakeholders. The sheriff, Chad Chronister, the state attorney, Susie Lopez, the other chiefs from across the Tampa Bay area and across the nation. This is a collective effort of working together. I'm very proud of the reputation of this department. I'm proud of the reputation of our officers. They continue to exceed expectations. And examples of us emphasizing our community policing approach is looking and highlighting the efforts that they do, and I'm simply amazed at the efforts they do. It's my goal to enhance our community policing and our neighborhood policing, where every officer knows their community members and every community member knows their officer, on that unique neighborhood approach. And those are examples of things that are already happening already. The community wants to feel safe. As the mayor said, it's feeling safe. It's not just low crime stats, but it's how you feel in the community. And having that feeling safe approach is that enhancement of community policing. While this may be the beginning of a new chapter, we're not starting over by any means. It's keeping that momentum going. And that's that skill set that I have with the leaders standing behind me and to my side. And that's our goal, is to continue making Tampa the best place to live in the nation. So thank you.
Questions? Anybody have any questions? Well, not looking back, we were just looking forward. And again, for this organization, which, as all of you know, I feel is the greatest law enforcement agency in the nation, we wanted to ensure that we had the best leading this organization. And so over the past 6 months, Lee Bercaw has shown me day after day, as well as City Council, as well as the union, as well as the men and women of the Tampa Police Department and our community, that we had the best candidate right here in the city of Tampa.
How does that confirmation process move forward? When will that happen? What does that
Well, we'll look at the calendar, but my understanding is that June 15th would be the next available day that Chief Bercaw could go before City Council for that confirmation.
I know last time there was some back and forth with some of the council members on this. Is this unanimous?
I've spoken to all of the council members, and I don't want to speak for them individually. Certainly they can come up and share their thoughts. But everyone that I have spoken to, again, not only the council members, the union, the men and women of the Tampa Police Department, and the community, I have got nothing but positive feedback on the job that Chief Bercaw has done and will continue to do into the future. It's critically important. You know, I've always been collaborative and tried to listen to as many voices as I possibly can prior to making a decision on small issues and large. But again, this time just bringing everyone in, hearing that feedback, really not just in a short period of time, but over this 6 months. You know, not only feedback from the community, but again, the issues that Chief Bercaw has gone through and the things that he brings to the table. Bringing in academia, Chief Bercaw wants to ensure, and he's been a part of that, working with USF, working with the University of Tampa. But whenever a new initiative is implemented, to bring in different voices so they can validate or they can give an objective perspective on that. And so we will continue to work with with everyone to make sure that our city remains safe.
Chief, one more question. You said you spent your entire career here in Tampa. Can you just go over some of the highlights? How long is that and what positions you've held?
Sure, 27 years. Started as an officer, was a field training officer, as I said before, for 6 years training officers, and a field training supervisor, a detective, you pretty much name it. I've worked every position in the department and embraced every position, and had critical points in time that I was here. In 2003, I had about 6 years on when we changed the entire way we did policing. And we went from basically running a police department a traditional way to running it like a Fortune 500 company.
As you get to this role more permanently, you touched on it a little. What are you most looking forward to
To continue the momentum that we've already had, our focus on crime reduction, community engagement, and community policing. It's not just an initiative, it's a philosophy that we're embracing. And of course, officer wellness and community wellness.
Chief, what kind of officers are you hiring now, and why should a person go to work for your department?
That's a great question. All across the nation, there's a shortage of officers. This department has less than a 5% vacancy rate. It's a well-respected department that many officers want to come here and work. We're doing enhanced recruitment efforts like we were down significantly because we want the cream of the crop. So I think the last time we had an application process, we had over 500 applications for 30 positions. So we picked the best of the best here.
All right, thank you guys. Much appreciated. Now get to work.